Thank you very much. I'm feeling good. I really appreciate it. Like, I guess all that hard work paid off, you know? That's definitely a good feeling for sure.
All right, Jay, we've seen your numbers. I have to.
All right, hold up, guys.
Season 7 is currently in progress. We have just 1 week left in the season. Limit City is set to roll at the event center, starting now.
Okay. All right, let me go ahead and do my thing.
Feeling you, MP. Hey, MP. It's your world. You just.
Don't forget about our next fan giveaway day, where all the teams will receive a Chicken Rolls backpack. Come for the game, bring the fans, and get the Chicken Rolls back. Chicken Rolls fans, we hope you'll come and join us in the first T-shirt day. The first 6,000 fans to the arena will receive this special giveaway. Wear the first T-shirt and show your team pride. Don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Come to the game, bring the family, and get a free bobblehead. Coming up, it's Chicken Room Dancer Title Battle. Come out to the game and leave with your very own Chicken Room Dancer Rally Towel. Beat the 6-man and wave your towel to Rocket Marathon Defender Roll to the winner. The National Basketball Association and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the end. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got...
Let's go.
He's checked in for Minnesota. And Toronto also making a switch. Ainge is checked in for Grady Dick. And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he lets his game do the talking.
And he's got a very business-like approach to himself when he's on the floor. MP can dish it back if you come at him, but for the most part, he's letting his numbers speak for themselves.
And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Purdy. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. So for Toronto right now, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Ainge is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Has to go Bear.
Rudy.
To the paint. Looking for Conley. He gets it there. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular role.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. He had a nice open look right there.
Yeah, now I'm aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Ainge with a screen on Randall. And that one's good, Abaji.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Shoots the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento. Here's McDaniels. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Raptors lead by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Raptors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
McDaniels is out there with Miller. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And so many different ways Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. 4 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good, Abaji. Abaji's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
To Alexander-Walker. Reed against Olynyk. Reed misses. Raptors leading by 6. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently.
I know. That's your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Alexander Walker lays it up and banks it in. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Boucher's shot is off. So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Kings in Sacramento. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Driving inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know, when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you any time of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. ADB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
For three, Edwards nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
Taking a peek now at the up. Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And we hope you enjoyed the... Substitutes here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Toronto, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And Ainge is subbed in for Quickly. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Now with an update on Scotty Barnes from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I got some news from Toronto's head athletic trainer, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. Really not the way you want to start the season. Some bad luck right out of the gate. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Down in the block, the bigs will be Olynyk and Pirtle. Tick is out there with Ainge, and it's Barrett at the small forward position. Some changes for Toronto. Abaji's checked in, and it's Bruce Brown in for Grady Dick. Pass to Shannon, shoots over Brown. Rebound by Olynyk.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And here's Brown outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Knocked away. Stolen by Ainge. Inside. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him.
Well, that's a two-part equation. The passer's got to put it right at the cup, and Kelly Olynyk with the finish.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Here's Shannon. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Reed. Connects from three-point range. Shannon's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And Ainge gets it to go on the assist by Brown. He's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Toronto. A three for DiVincenzo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck game. The Raptors out in front. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Reed. Misses the fadeaway jumper.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
That one good for 2.
Toasty bread was good, boy.
Points in just the second half.
How about the pass from Bruce Brown? This guy is the ultimate glue guy.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead has got down to 2 as they get the bucket from McDaniel.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and
yeah, I play 2K.
The ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Probably ain't been paying attention.
A three-pointer off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. Raptors leading by 4. There's the drive. Here's Ainge. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, making it look very
Let's go,
right,
baby.
McDaniels the finish.
Yeah, Toasty, I played it.
Calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Raptors moving the ball around.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Good. Ainge has got 35.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
The Lone Ranger.
Much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Edwards with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Conley's shot is off. Raptors leading by 6. On the wing, Ainge, covered by Conley. Conley against Ainge. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards finds Gobert. Hurdle with the steal. Here's Barrett.
Let's go.
Takes it off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 8. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Toronto.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
But they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Ainge. And the layup is good. Ainge is
Let's go, baby.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA.
A little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Outside, Barrett. Back to Barnes. Fires the 3.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Ainge, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
Let's go.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle.
Get on up there.
All game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice.
Who is
They're
it?
certainly happy to start it off with a win.
Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Mosquito bad out there? Damn. Lily. Zoe.
Now Barrett, pass to Dick. Down low, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
But the truth is they
Oh, man.
had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on.
Oh.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Barnes kicks to Barrett. On the wing, Ainge launches it. Cranes the three-pointer. Ainge has got 44.
Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
Rejected by Ainge. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. So it's the Raptors winning this one. This was a very strong showing for them, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you...
Great win tonight, MP. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it. Let's keep this winning streak going.
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their rabid. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. I'm Brian Anderson. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media.
Teams deciding to change it up. On the court for the Nuggets, Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Porter a screen. Here's Brown. And the three-pointer goes.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Ainge. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-ball to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it.
That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Murray. Now Jokic. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Ainge going inside.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he makes it.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Brown. Here's Porter. Now Jokic, guarded by Olynyk. They kick it out to Murray. Off target from three-point range. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Ainge. Against Minnesota, he was really on his game. Gordon with a steal. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Dick. Oh, there's the alley.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Down low. Here's Ainge. That one drops for him. Ainge has got 11 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Denver leading by 4. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. For Toronto, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. The 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
It was almost like they looked stunned when the game slipped through their fingers. Being on the wrong end of an upset leads to a quiet ride home.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Gordon with a steal. Outside Murray. Off the mark from 16 feet.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's Denver. They're up. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
They've got Bruce Brown, and it's Boucher in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Jokic the screen, and here's Westbrook from the arc. On target from range. Westbrook's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ames, the pass to Brown. The 3 is up. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Pass to Ainge. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Westbrook gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
How smooth was that move by Westbrook there? You can't close the distance, so he just ends up shooting that nice little soft floater.
Ames, the pass to Brown. Here's Abaji. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Outside for Boucher. Fires for 3. Jokic grabs the board. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Nuggets. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Ainge. Rejected by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
Watson passes to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Woo! VA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And Denver making a change here. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Saric. Michael Porter comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Strother. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Westbrook. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Ainge gets the bucket. And it's now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Tipped away. And now the Raptors on the break.
Wow. R.J. Barrett can fly. Incredible athletic ability.
Denver's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And timeout is called by Michael Malone. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Abaji's checked in for Toronto. Saric checks in for Denver. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. 4th, Denver.
You know, after that solid...
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Toronto out in front. They're up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello and welcome. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously first is me.
And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the result.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's...
Second half of... In for the Nuggets. Russell Westbrook comes in for Jamal Murray. Nuggets trail by 6. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here.
It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Strother in a 2-guard. Denver has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Gordon. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Jokic, no good. Toronto leading by 6. Here's Ainge. Hits the 3-pointer. Ainge has got 26 points.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
11 feet out, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Saric checks in for the Nuggets. Watson comes in for Gordon. Boucher on the screen. Here's Ainge. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. Watson passes to Porter. And he comes up with a bucket.
You got to push Porter Jr. out of the paint because he's so skilled at capitalizing down there.
Pass to Mobo. 41 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Kick out to Brown. Here's Ainge. Good. And Brown gets the assist. That's 29 for him.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here comes Toronto on the push. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Westbrook outside. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Raptors out in front. They're up by 11. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Walter, Chris Boucher out there with Bruce Brown, and it's Mobo in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. A nice shot by Brown.
Brown is a physical player, so he's not going to be bothered by contact or having to play through contact.
And they double up Jokic. For 3, Westbrook. Toronto grabs the miss.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Ainge gets the bucket. Ainge has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. And here's Watson. Pass to Jokic. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto leading by 15. Here's Walter. Here's Ainge. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And the Raptors making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Holmes, he's checked in for Denver. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Strawler. 4-3. Westbrook with the miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Ames, the pass to Barrett. Here's Mobo. And again, Toronto, no good. Nuggets trail by 15. Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to Jokic. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So both teams changing it up here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Michael Malone was going over with his team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Well, we got a chance here to check up on Jamal Murray's status. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Nuggets about his status. The knee did bend backwards, and he confirmed it was hyperextended. Doesn't appear to be any significant ligament damage at this time. It's just so unfortunate to experience injuries like this early in the season, just barely out of the gates and already an unexpected setback.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And the basket by Westbrook.
Once he senses he's got room for the pull-up, he's going to take it, and that's really one of Westbrook's go-to shots.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Westbrook. From behind the arc. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Ainge, pounded by Westbrook. Let's go with a 3. Ainge can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Westbrook finds Jokic. Here's Brown. Fires the three. They get it back. Oh, Jokic hammers it home.
Using that huge body down low, Jokic racking up some hustle points.
Raptors lead by 9. Over to the wing. Here's Ainge. Knocks it down from distance. Ainge has got 38 points.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Raptors.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
Here's Abaji. 3-pointer. Ainge can't hit.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Brown's shot is good. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Ainge. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
A great dunk off an even better move.
Yeah, terrific move, man. Did not hesitate to put the defender on his back and then put the hammer down.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
I've talked to people with knowledge of the situation, and they say that MP will be inserted into the starting lineup over the next few games. One front office executive from around the league said there is some doubt about MP's readiness to be in the starting lineup, but around the team, the front office, the coaching staff, they are optimistic and they believe that every milestone has been attained by MP, and he will only be better with an expanded role.
Wins pay the bills, baby.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now, remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.
Tonight should be easy work. All right, baby. Let's get down.
At the point, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1, LaMelo Ball.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And I feel like Toronto, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. We've got Kelly Olynyk. Grady Dick is out there with Ainge. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the 4-man position. And for the Hornets, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Cody Martin. And it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And, Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much works in progress.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And he converts the layup.
Just a high-energy player.
Back to Ainge. Excellent D there from Williams. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. It's a 5-point game. Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
The shot's good from Ainge.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball kicks to Williams. Barrett against Martin. Pass to Miller. A 3-ball. Toronto grabs the miss. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handles. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hands.
After a flurry of trades last season, Toronto, Brent, seems to be committed to build around Scotty Barnes.
It does feel that way, Kevin, that Scotty is the cornerstone guy, but I don't know if they really feel like he is truly their number one. They're recognizing his talent, but there's still a lot of work to be done to rebuild this Toronto Raptor roster.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Now, Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for the Hornets. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ball, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Good work there as it goes.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Ainge against Ball. The shot's good from Ainge. Ainge has got 5.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Just to make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now, here is Ainge. He's coming off a 40-point game against Denver.
You can't forget about all those well-timed swipes either. His timing on the defensive end was simply sublime.
Bridges finds Ball. Miller with a wide open look. There's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
The shot by Ainge, no good.
But his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Barrett wide open, he fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Barrett's got a couple of threes now in the first for Toronto. Charlotte leading by 4. Pass to Williams. Williams a screen on Barrett. And here's Miller outside. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now, here's Ball. 20 points for him last game against Miami.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
The shot's good from Ainge.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ainge against Ball, and Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. Changes here for the Hornets. Mark Williams comes in for Nick Richards, and Ball subbed in for Martin. man. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. So for Toronto right now, Ainge is up there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Brown. And it's Mobo in at the power forwards position. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands... on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And it's in there. Ainge has got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ainge. There's the lob to the hoop.
What a slam by Quickly. Man, his athleticism is impressive.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Here's Mann. Got a hand on it. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Grant Williams. Martin comes in for Josh Green. And Miller's subbed in for Trey Mann.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
The Raptors have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Ball dishes to Williams.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that. Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Ball. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Barrett. To the middle. Here's Ainge. Tries again, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Toronto shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Here's Olynyk. Off with the layup. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Raptors lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Make some noise and get ready for the big and half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center.
Great. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting the tempo.
And guys, the Charlotte Hornets are in an even game.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position, aggressively go after them.
And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An exceptional performance from Ainge.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Miller to the inside, and Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Floats it up for Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Takes the 3, and he sinks it from deep. 3-pointer good from Ainge. Ainge has got it all tied up now for the Raptors. Ball against Ainge. Miller outside. Williams sets a screen for Miller. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see a miss from there. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now, here's Ball. 11 points in the game. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And let's see the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 21 points per game last year, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Yeah, this is what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to turn on. And right now, it is burning bright. He looks fantastic.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Ainge against Ball. The shot's good from Ainge. Ainge has got 26 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Ball, no good. Raptors with the lead. Recently, the Raptors made moves, Greg, to add some Canadian-born talent to their roster.
They traded for R.J. Barrett and Kelly Olynyk, 2 guys that represent Canada in international play, and were both born in Toronto, now playing for their hometown team.
Here's Bridges. Raptors knocking down the tray.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Harton's in the post. Barrett covering. Miller, no luck.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Josh Green. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. So for Toronto right now, they've got Ainge. Also Emmanuel quickly out there. There's Boucher out there with Brown. And it's Mobo in at the 4th spot. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The shot's good from Ainge. Ainge has got 12 points here in the second half.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Misses from close range.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Again, ball missing. Raptors leading by 19 points.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Bridges with the steal. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And it's good for 2.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Ainge with the ball, and it's Martin picking him up. Ainge against Martin. Pass to Dick for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Raptors.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Toronto with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams passes to Richards. Charlotte moving it around. Williams looking over the floor. And here's Green outside. Boucher with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Ainge, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Hornets. They trail by 16. Man can't hit. Here's Ainge. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Ainge has got 39. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and
Another game, another win. Back to work tomorrow.
I told you. Once you make the starting lineup, we're in the endorsement game now.
Yeah.
And look where we at.
Does that mean that you finally got me a shoe deal?
What? Come on, man. I ain't just get you one shoe deal. I got you 6.
Yeah, stop playing. What you mean?
All these people right here want to sign you. Okay, and they're more than happy to come to terms with us. All you got to do is tell me which one you want to go with, and we golden.
Bro.
Great choice.
Yo, I cannot believe I'm getting paid to wear sneakers, man. This is the kind of thing that we dreamed about back in Plainview, man.
And this is just the start, okay? Look at the names on the spreadsheet. These are all the companies you can work with if you keep going the way you're going.
Yo, I appreciate all this, man. You putting in work, bro.
Come on, man. That's what you pay me for. This ain't no charity. I'm here to help you maximize your brand. Nothing left on the table.
Hey, respect, man.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
this
no
is
doubt.
major, man.
No doubt.
All right.
I'm not. Oh, man. Walking to the moon. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. All right. Okay. Yo. Okay.
Kick it out!
All right. Yeah. Straight enough. Shit. Come on. Damn. 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 Oh, man. It's nasty. Ooh.
Out of bounds.
Ooh. Oh, embarrassing. Oh my God. That's nasty. That's nasty. Oh, that's crazy. Good game, though. Good game.